चलें? सांस भी नहीं लेने दी यार।
साफ हवा एंजॉय करने के लिए अब कहीं और क्यों चले, घर पे ही रुके। वोल्टास का नया प्योर एयर एडजस्टेबल एसी विद हेपा फिल्टर, ये जर्म्स और पोल्यूटेंट्स को फिल्टर करे और दे साफ ठंडी हवा 6 एडजस्टेबल टनेज मोड्स में।
तो हवा और सेविंग्स दोनों टन-टनाटन।
For every indoor unit, conventional air conditioner needs an outdoor compressor. This takes up living space, resulting in poor aesthetics. Voltas, India's largest air conditioning company, brings to you a unique solution that not only saves space, but also saves electricity. The all-new Voltas inverter, free match multi-split air conditioner, is a single powerful outdoor compressor that can power up to a maximum of 5 indoor cooling units, including wall-mounted and cassette, all at the same time. This single unit is easy to install, reduces the need for multiple pipes and therefore requires less civil work. With the power unit being outdoor, the free match offers greater safety, is silent and has good aesthetics. It offers greater installation versatility and uses the all DC Drive 5D technology that optimizes the power consumption, which results in greater energy savings. It has 3 modes: cooling, heating and dry mode, and works efficiently in all weather conditions. The DC inverter 180 degrees sine wave driving technology has a much wider range of frequency and voltage, higher energy efficiency, more smooth running and lower noise. Intelligent technology enables to cut energy consumption from normal 5 watts to 0.5 watts per hour when in standby, which accounts for 90% of energy saving. It uses refrigerants that are green and provides temperature precision with efficient cooling and heating. FreeMat series provides ideal air conditioning solution and allows one outdoor unit to be connected to a wide variety of indoor unit sets of 2, 3, 4 or 5, including wall-mounted and cassette. With a seasonal efficiency rating of 6.1, the free match is better than most star ACs. With better space management, it is aesthetically pleasing, has fewer piping needs, is safe, provides comfort, is reliable, efficient in all weather conditions, and is energy saving. The free match is ideal for homes and small establishments like restaurants, cafes, offices, shops, clinics, budget hotels, and many more. Free Match is architects' preferred choice. With the all-new Voltas Inverter Free Match Multi-Split Air Conditioner, brand Voltas reinforces its commitment to offering state-of-the-art technology that promises convenience and comfort to its customers.
planet and us are connected. We share its digestive system. We can continue to pollute it or do something about it. With our Autodose technology, we reduce excess detergent from entering nature's digestive system, using only what's needed. For healthy living on a healthy planet.
काफी बड़ा परिवार है मेरा, यही संसार है मेरा। हर दिन मेरी कोशिश है इसे हरा भरा रखने की, कुछ कोशिश घर को मजबूत बनाने की, कुछ कोशिश घर को जीता जागता बनाने की, कुछ कोशिश बड़ों की सेवा की, कुछ कोशिश छोटों को बड़ा बनाने की, कुछ कोशिश नई दिशाएं दिखाने की, कुछ कोशिश उत्साह जगाने की। देश नाम है मेरे संसार का, इंडिया नाम है मेरे परिवार का, टाटा कोशिश जिम्मेदारी निभाने की।
रोहन,
हाँ माँ।
ये ब्रेकआउट रूम कैसे करूं? मैं तो फिर भूल गई।
अकाउंट सेटिंग और फिर मीटिंग टैब में जाओ।
टीचर से स्टूडेंट बन गई हूँ फिर से।
आज फिर भिंडी।
क्यों? अब भिंडी में क्या प्रॉब्लम है?
मीरा, मेरी व्हाइट शर्ट कहाँ है?
मम्मा, I don't like भिंडी. I want something nice to eat.
फेंक ना पिया।
पापा आपने कल ही तो व्हाइट शर्ट धोने के लिए दिया था।
मैंने कल व्हाइट शर्ट पहनी थी।
मम्मा, आपने अभी तक ब्रेकफास्ट भी नहीं किया। अब और पिया, तू ना एक वीकली मेनू बना ले, सबके लिए इजी हो जाएगा। घर सबका है, जिम्मेदारी सबकी होनी चाहिए ना।
मेरा याद है, कल मैंने व्हाइट शर्ट ही तो पहनी थी। और आपको भिंडी पसंद क्यों नहीं? ग्रीन वेजिटेबल्स अच्छे होते हैं, पता है ना आपको?
चलो ब्रेकफास्ट करो और
yes.
चले 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 सांस भी नहीं लेने दी यार।
साफ हवा एंजॉय करने के लिए अब कहीं और क्यों चले, घर पे ही रुके। वोल्टास का नया प्योर एयर एडजस्टेबल एसी विद हेपा फिल्टर ये जर्म्स और पोल्यूटेंट्स को फिल्टर करे और दे साफ ठंडी हवा 6 एडजस्टेबल टनेज मोड्स में।
तो हवा और सेविंग्स दोनों टनटनाटन।
For every indoor unit, conventional air conditioner needs an outdoor compressor. This takes up living space, resulting in poor aesthetics. Voltas, India's largest air conditioning company, brings to you a unique solution that not only saves space, but also saves electricity. The all-new Voltas inverter, free match multi-split air conditioner, is a single powerful outdoor compressor that can power up to a maximum of 5 indoor cooling units, including wall-mounted and cassette, all at the same time. This single unit is easy to install, reduces the need for multiple pipes, and therefore requires less civil work. With the power unit being outdoor, the free match offers greater safety, is silent, and has good aesthetics. It offers greater installation versatility and uses the all DC drive 5D technology that optimizes the power consumption, which results in greater energy savings. It has 3 modes: cooling, heating and dry mode, and works efficiently in all weather conditions. The DC inverter 180-degree sine wave driving technology has a much wider range of frequency and voltage, higher energy efficiency, more smooth running and lower noise. Intelligent technology enables to cut energy consumption from normal 5 watts to 0.5 watts per hour when in standby, which accounts for 90% of energy saving. It uses refrigerants that are green and provides temperature precision with efficient cooling and heating. FreeMat series provides ideal air conditioning solution and allows one outdoor unit to be connected to a wide variety of indoor unit sets of 2, 3, 4 or 5, including wall-mounted and cassette. With a seasonal efficiency rating of 6.1, the FreeMatch is better than most star ACs. With better space management, it is aesthetically pleasing, has fewer piping needs, is safe, provides comfort, is reliable, efficient in all weather conditions, and is energy saving. The FreeMatch is ideal for homes and small establishments like restaurants, cafes, offices, shops, clinics, budget hotels, and many more. FreeMatch is architects' preferred choice. With the all-new Voltas inverter FreeMatch multi-split air conditioner, brand Voltas reinforces its commitment to offering state-of-the-art technology that promises convenience and comfort to its customers.
The planet and us are connected. We share its digestive system. We can continue to pollute it or do something about it. With our auto-dose technology, we reduce excess detergent from entering nature's digestive system, using only what's needed. For healthy living on a healthy planet.
काफी बड़ा परिवार है मेरा, यही संसार है मेरा। हर दिन मेरी कोशिश है इसे हरा भरा रखने की, कुछ कोशिश घर को मजबूत बनाने की, कुछ कोशिश घर को जीता जागता बनाने की, कुछ कोशिश बड़ों की सेवा की, कुछ कोशिश छोटों को बड़ा बनाने की, कुछ कोशिश नई दिशाएं दिखाने की, कुछ कोशिश उत्साह जगाने की। देश नाम है मेरे संसार का, इंडिया नाम है मेरे परिवार का, टाटा कोशिश जिम्मेदारी निभाने की।
रोहन,
हाँ माँ।
ये ब्रेकआउट रूम कैसे करूं? मैं तो फिर भूल गई।
अकाउंट सेटिंग और फिर मीटिंग टैब में जाओ।
टीचर से स्टूडेंट बन गई हूँ फिर से।
आज फिर भिंडी।
क्यों? अब भिंडी में क्या प्रॉब्लम है? हाँ,
मीरा, मेरी व्हाइट शर्ट का है।
Mama, I don't like भिंडी. I want something nice to eat.
फेंक ना पिया।
पापा आपने कल ही तो व्हाइट शर्ट धोने के लिए दिया था।
मैंने कल व्हाइट शर्ट पहनी थी।
मम्मा, आपने अभी तक ब्रेकफास्ट भी नहीं किया। और पिया, तू ना एक वीकली मेनू बना ले, सबके लिए इजी हो जाएगा। घर सबका है, जिम्मेदारी सबकी होनी चाहिए ना।
मेरा याद है, कल मैंने व्हाइट शर्ट ही तो पहनी थी। और आपको भिंडी पसंद क्यों नहीं? ग्रीन वेजिटेबल्स अच्छे होते हैं, पता है ना आपको?
चलो ब्रेकफास्ट करो और
Oh, yes.
चले।
मामा जी घर चले।
चले चले चले, सांस भी नहीं लेने दी यार।
साफ हवा एंजॉय करने के लिए अब कहीं और क्यों चले, घर पे ही रुके। वोल्टास का नया प्योर एयर एडजस्टेबल एसी विद हेपा फिल्टर, ये जर्म्स और पोल्यूटेंट्स को फिल्टर करे और दे साफ ठंडी हवा 6 एडजस्टेबल टनेज मोड्स में।
तो हवा और सेविंग्स दोनों टन-टनाटन।
For every indoor unit, conventional air conditioner needs an outdoor compressor. This takes up living space, resulting in poor aesthetics. Voltas, India's largest air conditioning company, brings to you a unique solution that not only saves space, but also saves electricity. The all-new Voltas inverter, free match multi-split air conditioner, is a single powerful outdoor compressor that can power up to a maximum of 5 indoor cooling units, including wall-mounted and cassette, all at the same time. This single unit is easy to install, reduces the need for multiple pipes, and therefore requires less civil work. With the power unit being outdoor, the free match offers greater safety, is silent, and has good aesthetics. It offers greater installation versatility and uses the all DC drive 5D technology that optimizes the power consumption, which results in greater energy savings. It has 3 modes: cooling, heating and dry mode, and works efficiently in all weather conditions. The DC inverter 180-degree sine wave driving technology has a much wider range of frequency and voltage, higher energy efficiency, more smooth running and lower noise. Intelligent technology enables to cut energy consumption from normal 5 watts to 0.5 watts per hour when in standby, which accounts for 90% of energy saving. It uses refrigerants that are green and provides temperature precision with efficient cooling and heating. FreeMat series provides ideal air conditioning solution and allows one outdoor unit to be connected to a wide variety of indoor unit sets of 2, 3, 4 or 5, including wall-mounted and cassette. With a seasonal efficiency rating of 6.1, the FreeMatch is better than most star ACs. With better space management, it is aesthetically pleasing, has fewer piping needs, is safe, provides comfort, is reliable, efficient in all weather conditions, and is energy saving. The FreeMatch is ideal for homes and small establishments like restaurants, cafes, offices, shops, clinics, budget hotels, and many more. FreeMatch is architects' preferred choice with the all-new Voltas inverter FreeMatch multi-split air conditioner. Brand Voltas reinforces its commitment to offering state-of-the-art technology that promises convenience and comfort to its customers.
The planet and us are connected. We share its digestive system. We can continue to pollute it or do something about it. With our auto-dose technology, we reduce excess detergent from entering nature's digestive system, using only what's needed. For healthy living on a healthy planet.
काफी बड़ा परिवार है मेरा, यही संसार है मेरा। हर दिन मेरी कोशिश है इसे हरा भरा रखने की, कुछ कोशिश घर को मजबूत बनाने की, कुछ कोशिश घर को जीता जागता बनाने की, कुछ कोशिश बड़ों की सेवा की, कुछ कोशिश छोटों को बड़ा बनाने की, कुछ कोशिश नई दिशाएं दिखाने की, कुछ कोशिश उत्साह जगाने की। देश नाम है मेरे संसार का, इंडिया नाम है मेरे परिवार का, टाटा कोशिश जिम्मेदारी निभाने की।
रोहन,
हाँ माँ,
ये ब्रेकआउट रूम कैसे करूं? मैं तो फिर भूल गई।
अकाउंट सेटिंग और फिर मीटिंग टैब में जाओ।
टीचर से स्टूडेंट बन गई हो फिर से।
आज फिर भिंडी।
क्यों? अब भिंडी में क्या प्रॉब्लम है?
मीरा, मेरी व्हाइट शर्ट का है।
Mama, I don't like भिंडी. I want something nice to eat.
फेंक ना पिया।
पापा आपने कल ही तो व्हाइट शर्ट धोने के लिए दिया था।
मैंने कल व्हाइट शर्ट पहनी थी।
मम्मा, आपने अभी तक ब्रेकफास्ट भी नहीं किया। और पिया, तू ना एक वीकली मेनू बना ले, सबके लिए इजी हो जाएगा। घर सबका है, जिम्मेदारी सबकी होनी चाहिए ना।
मेरा याद है, कल मैंने व्हाइट शर्ट ही तो पहनी थी। और आपको भिंडी पसंद की ग्रीन वेजिटेबल्स अच्छे होते हैं, पता है ना आपको?
चलो ब्रेकफास्ट करो और
yes.
Good afternoon, shareholders. Trust you and your family are safe and healthy. I am Varun Malhotra, Vice President Taxation, Legal and Company Secretary of Voltas Limited. I welcome you all to the 68th Annual General Meeting of Voltas Limited. The Ministry of Corporate Affairs has, by General Circular Number 21 of 2021, dated 14 December 2021, permitted companies to conduct their annual general meeting in 2022 through video conferencing or other audio-visual means. Accordingly, keeping in mind the safety of the shareholders and as an abundant caution, we are holding this AGM through video conferencing. While most of the shareholders are by now familiar with the process for participating in the AGM through video conferencing, For the benefit of those shareholders who are first time participants, I would like to briefly take you through certain procedural and technical points. All shareholders who have joined this meeting are by default placed on mute mode to ensure that there is no disturbance arising from background noise and to ensure smooth and seamless conduct of the meeting. The company has received requests from few shareholders to register them as speakers at the AGM. The shareholders have been registered on a first come, first served basis. Once the question and answer session starts, the chairman will announce the name of the shareholders who have registered themselves as speaker shareholder one by one. When chairman calls your name, the host will send you request for unmute. On receipt of such request, you have to click on the unmute button on your device. Thereafter, click on video button only once and wait till video is on. If the shareholder is not able to join through video for any reason, the shareholder can speak through the audio mode. While speaking, we request the speaker shareholder to use the earphones so that he or she is clearly audible, minimize any noise in the background, ensure that Wi-Fi is not connected to any other devices, no other background applications are running on the device, and there is proper lighting to have a good video experience. If there is a connectivity issue at the speaker shareholder's end, we would invite the next speaker to join. We would request the shareholders to be slow and audible while asking their questions and limit their speech to 3 minutes. During the AGM, if a shareholder faces any technical issues, he or she may contact the helpline numbers mentioned in the notice of the AGM. I would like to take this opportunity to explain the sequence of meeting and the process of voting on the resolutions as contained in the notice of the AGM. The Companies Act 2013 and SEBI listing regulations provide for electronic voting. Accordingly, the company had provided its shareholders the facility to cast their vote through the remote e-voting system administered by NSDL. E-voting commenced on Tuesday, 21st June 2022 from 9 a.m. and continued till Thursday, 23rd June 2022, 5 p.m. Pursuant to Section 107 of the Act, there would not be any voting on the resolutions by show of hands. Facility for voting at the meeting is also provided to the shareholders who have joined this meeting through video conference and who have not yet voted. Shareholders may please go to the voting page of NSDL e-voting website and cast their vote while at the same time watch the proceedings of the meeting. Since the AGM is being held through video conference and the resolutions mentioned in the notice convening this AGM have already been put to vote through remote e-voting, there will be no proposing and seconding of resolutions. I now request the chairman to take forward the proceedings. Thank you. Over to you, Chairman.
Thank you, Varun. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to welcome all the shareholders to the 68th Annual General Meeting of the company. I have beside me Mr. Pradeep Bakshi, Managing Director and CEO of Voltas. As the requisite quorum is present, I now call the meeting to order. I now request my fellow members to introduce themselves. To start with, Mr. Zubin Dubash.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Zubin Dubash. I'm an independent director in Voltas Limited. I'm also the chairman of the Audit and Risk Management Committee, and I'm attending this AGM from Mumbai.
Thank you, Zubin. Mr. Behram Vakil.
Good afternoon, shareholders. This is Behram Vakil, an independent director in your company and also the chairman of the NRC. I'm attending this meeting from London. Thank you.
Thank you, Behram. Mr. Vinayak Deshpande.
Good afternoon, shareholders. I am Vinayak Deshpande, Non-Executive Director, attending this annual general meeting from my Mumbai office. Thank you.
Thank you, Vinayak. Mr. Debendranath Sarangi.
Good afternoon, shareholders. I am Debendranath Sarangi, Independent Director, attending this AGM from Chennai. Thank you.
Thank you, Debendranath. Ms. Anjali Bansal.
Namaskar, good afternoon, respected shareholders. This is Anjali Bansal. I'm an independent director in your company and attending this AGM of the company from San Francisco, USA. Thank you.
Thank you, Anjali. Mr. Arun Adhikari.
Namaste, shareholders. I am Arun Adhikari, attending independent director, attending this AGM from London.
Thank you, Arun. Mr. Saurabh Agarwal.
Good afternoon, shareholders. My name is Saurabh Agrawal. I am a non-executive, non-independent director on the board of Voltas. I am participating in this AGM through video conference from Mumbai. Thank you.
Thank you, Saurabh. Other participants attending this meeting through video conference include Mr. Jitender Verma, the CFO of the company, Mr. Varun Malhotra, Company Secretary, and representatives of the statutory auditors and secretarial auditors. I thank all the members for joining us today and hope that all of you are safe and in good health. Keeping in mind the safety of the shareholders, a conscious decision was taken to continue with the conduct of the AGM by video conferencing for this year as well. This is in compliance with the directive issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. The company has taken the requisite steps to enable members to participate and vote on the items being considered at this AGM. A live streaming of this meeting is also being webcast on NSDL's website. Since there is no physical attendance of shareholders, the requirement of appointing proxies is not applicable. The registers, as required under the Companies Act 2013, are available for inspection. Notice of this meeting and the link of the annual report was sent to shareholders who have registered their email IDs. I'm happy to note that more than 92% of the shareholders have registered their email IDs with us. I request the other shareholders to also use the digital medium and help us save paper. Our secretarial team can help you in doing so. With your permission, may I take the notice as received and read, since there are no adverse observations, qualifications, or comments by the statutory auditors and the secretarial auditors. Their reports are not required to be read. Dear shareholders, I would now like to make a few observations which are relevant to Voltas before I take your questions. The World Bank, in its report earlier this month, lowered its growth forecast for India for the current financial year to 7.5% from its previous forecast of 8.7% due to headwinds from rising inflation, supply chain disruptions, and geopolitical tensions. Whilst the downward revision in the growth forecast for FY23 is large, the growth outlook for our Indian economy remains amongst the highest of the world's leading economies. We believe that air conditioning demand in India will continue to grow, and your company, as the market leader in this category, will not just participate but also drive growth. Your company has a diversified portfolio encompassing room ACs, engineering products and services, and engineering projects, both domestic and international. I would now like to share the performance of these businesses during 21-22. Just like Q1 of 2021, COVID-related lockdowns severely impacted the peak season of the room AC business in 21-22. In addition, we also witnessed challenges due to rising commodity prices, which impacted input costs, and supply chain disruptions, which were followed by higher freight rates. Despite these challenges, our company continued to focus on operating safely and efficiently and was able to maintain its market leadership position with a market share of 23.8% in room ACs, selling close to 1.2 million units during the year. Consequently, the room AC business reported a 13% growth in turnover. Maintaining our leadership position in room ACs continues to be our prime focus in the current year as well. With a penetration of only 7% in India, the room AC market has a huge potential to grow over the next few years, and we are well poised to take advantage of this with our reach and distribution network. With these prospects in mind, we need to substantially increase our manufacturing capabilities in order to support this growth opportunity. The last 3 years has seen the beginning of the transformation of Voltas from a manufacturing and trading company to a full-fledged integrated manufacturing and eventually a retailing company. As a result, your company is setting up an integrated manufacturing facility for room air conditioners near Chennai with an initial capacity of 1 million units per annum. We are also setting up a rotary inverter compressor manufacturing facility in close vicinity of the RAC factory in Chennai. Accordingly, we have executed a joint venture agreement with Highly International Limited for the manufacture of inverter compressors and motors for room air conditioners and for their associated parts subject to necessary approvals. These investments would create a self-sufficient, backwardly integrated ecosystem for manufacturing. These factories would be digital 4.0 ready facilities using the latest production technology, thereby ensuring best-in-class productivity and efficiency. This project will entail an investment over time of approximately 1,000 crores and takes advantage of the government's production-linked incentive scheme and will substantially reduce the import component of our products and therefore contribute to the government's Make in India initiative. During the last year, we have also expanded our manufacturing footprint in Bagodia, Baroda, where we have an existing chiller manufacturing facility. The ductable split units capacity has now gone up from 15,000 units per annum to approximately 64,000 units per annum, and the screw and scroll chiller manufacturing capacity has been augmented from 670 units per year to approximately 1,500 units per year. Going forward, we plan to expand our footprint in Bagodia to manufacture the latest variable refrigeration flow air conditioning units as well. This will further help consolidate our position as a market leader in air conditioning in India. Given the robust growth of 46% in the commercial refrigeration business over last year, we have also expanded our existing manufacturing capacity in Pantnagar. The augmented chest freezer capacity is now 3 lakh units per year, up from 2.1 lakh units per year, and we are building a fresh greenfield facility which will, in addition to existing categories, also cover emerging areas such as display units, reach-ins, medical refrigeration. This facility will also incorporate the latest in manufacturing technology and processes on our land in Bagodia. In the air cooler category, your company sold close to 2 lakh air coolers in FY22. With a focus on expanding our network and enhanced product portfolio with new SKUs, your company has retained its number 2 position within air coolers. The commercial air conditioning business provides smart and efficient air conditioning not only for human comfort but also for industrial applications. CAC businesses include sale of chillers, ducted units, VRF systems, light commercial units, vapor absorption machines, and LTR systems, along with customer care and a retrofit business. With opening of commercial offices and focus on retrofit jobs, CAC's business reported a 29% increase in turnover in FY22 over last year. Our aim this year is to improve our customer focus and our after-sales services in order to be top of mind for our customers. The home appliance segment is one of the largest and fastest growing categories in the Indian market, driven by low penetration and rising disposable incomes. This category also faced COVID-related challenges in April and May. Our joint venture with Arçelik, Voltas, has made significant progress since the commencement of its business operations, duly supported by its state-of-the-art refrigerator manufacturing facility at Sanand in Gujarat. Voltas now has the entire product range with localization of approximately 85% of its product portfolio. In addition to manufacturing of direct cool refrigerators, Voltas has during the FY22 also started in-house production of frost-free refrigerators of a capacity up to 300 liters. The Sanand factory currently has an installed capacity of 1.1 million refrigerators and plans to increase the capacity up to 2.2 million units going forward. Voltas has now also set up a separate assembly line for in-house manufacturing of fully automated washing machines with an initial capacity of 1 lakh units per annum, which could eventually be increased to 5 lakh units per annum. Despite the subdued consumer sentiments due to Omicron, Voltas has in FY22 crossed sales of 1 million units and recorded a growth of 45% over the previous year. Voltas has also expanded its market reach to nearly 1,400 cities and also increased the number of billing touchpoints to over 1,350. Despite being a new brand, Voltas has attained market share of 3% in refrigerators and 4% in washing machines. The future of Voltas is promising and will continue its positive momentum in FY23. With the objective of reaching the customers directly, your company has rolled out over 200 exclusive brand shops and launched a world-class experience zone in Prabhadevi, Mumbai. During FY22, your company has also launched an exclusive online web store, Voltas.com, which provides a one-stop solution to the consumers to purchase Voltas or Voltas Beko products. We will build on these initiatives in the current year as well. Now coming to our projects business, the resumption of construction activities after easing of lockdowns helped the domestic product business vertical in better and timely execution of ongoing projects. The government's push on infrastructure is expected to increase the spending on infra projects. This will provide opportunities to bid for metro, rural electrification, and solar projects. As one of the leading providers of integrated end-to-end solutions in engineering projects, the domestic project business contributes to nation building by executing key infrastructure projects. Around 1,200 crores of rupees of new orders were booked by the domestic projects business in FY22, and the carry forward order book as on the 31st March 2022 was over 3,600 crores. The International Projects Group has managed the pandemic challenges by adopting a prudent approach in selection of projects and tight control on costs and improvement in quality and safety. The profitability of this business also improved during the last financial year. Carry forward order book of IOBG was 1,722 crores as on the 31st March 2022, mainly for projects in UAE, Qatar and Oman. As I informed you last year, with the view to focus on B2B and B2C business independently, the board has approved the transfer of the company's domestic B2B businesses to to its 100% wholly owned subsidiary, Universal MEP Projects and Engineering Services Limited, as a slump sale through a business transfer agreement, which was executed on the 24th March 2021. The transfer of these businesses is subject to satisfaction of certain conditions precedent to the closing date. As consent for novation for some of the contracts have been delayed, consummation of the BTA has been delayed but is expected to be completed shortly. The company has reported a consolidated total income of rupees 8,124 crores, with revenue from operations at 7,934 crores for the year ended 31st March 2022. Profit before tax for the company was 697 crores, marginally lower than last year due to the higher losses reported by some of the JVs. Based on the company's overall performance and keeping in mind the shareholders' interest, the Board of Directors have recommended a higher dividend of 5 rupees 50 paise per equity share of rupees 1 each, that's 550%, for the year 21-22. The dividend, if approved by the shareholders, would result in a cash outflow of 182 crores, reflecting a payout of 31%, which is in line with the company's dividend policy. The dividend will be paid on or after the 29th of June 2022, subject to deduction of tax at source as applicable. On behalf of the board and myself, I would like to take this opportunity to express our appreciation and gratitude to all the stakeholders, including the shareholders, for their trust, understanding, and constant support. I would also like to convey our appreciation and thanks to the employees of the company and our JVs for their dedication and efforts and supporting the company during these difficult times. I also want to inform you that over 98% of the company's equity share capital is held in demat mode. Further, SEBI has in January 2022 mandated that listed entities can effect issuance of duplicate share certificates, renewal, exchange, split, consolidation, transmission and transposition as may be applicable in demat form only. Earlier, only transfer of shares in physical form was not permitted since 2019. I therefore urge the shareholders holding shares in physical form to please consider converting their holding in demat form. Shareholders holding physical shares can therefore contact our secretarial team or TSR Consultants Private Limited for any assistance they require for dematerialization of their Voltas shares. I also take this opportunity to thank the shareholders who have registered their email IDs with their depository, the company's registrar and transfer agent, thereby supporting the Green Initiative program of the government for receiving annual reports and other documents electronically. Accordingly, soft copy of the Voltas AGM notice and the annual report was sent to around 1.80 lakh shareholders. That's 92% of the total of 1.95 lakh shareholders. I would now like to invite the shareholders who have registered themselves to speak and express their views or comments on the annual report notice of the AGM. We have a list of 24 speakers, and I would call upon speakers one by one. I would also request that since we have 24 speakers, for you to please abide by the 3-minute rule and stick to questions on the annual report and the accounts. Thank you very much for your cooperation. The first speaker is Mr. Arun Kumar Bopanna.
Hello.
Good afternoon, Arun.
Good afternoon, sir. You can hear me? Yeah. Good evening to everybody. Thanks to Arun for the annual report and arranging this VC. Resilience, transformation, sustenance, and progression, the theme of the balance sheet, compliments for that. In Resilience, 300 villages were electrified and water plants installed. In transformation to meet customer demands and needs, you did smart engineering. For sustenance with local components, I'm proud you're using all Indian components now, vocal for local, endorsing the Made in India thrust to, and progression from B to B to B to C. I hope you progress much more in this area, sir. Humans evolved over several centuries, creating comforts and balances. In the mid-19th century, greenhouse gases went up from Industrial Revolution, gave rise to global temperatures. We must restrict the temperature to pre-industrial levels of by 1.5 degrees by 2070. Is Voltas bringing any products for that? And the fourth industrial revolution in robotics, artificial intelligence, etc. The consumers cannot wait for our services, somebody else will take. Are we producing any sanitization equipment with all the diseases, etc.? Because India has got a triple advantage in cost, quality, and scale. What are Volta's plans? Now, remote work has opened new opportunities for job seekers. And some people are having anxieties after working in the house for 2 years. Is Voltas offering any counseling service for them? And what is the attrition rate? And are people still preferring to work from home part-time with flexible hours? What is happening in Voltas? Definitely jobs are on the rise. But there's great reshuffle in India. It is led by job seekers. Talent is in the driver's seat right now. To add talent, the refreshers, you must have new ideas, new ways of thinking, and new way of working too. Talent that brings a lot to the table and adds value to Voltas. The Kadinganagar, next to our Tata Steel, you are now the Vice Chairman of Tata Steel too. There is a zone called National Manufacturing Investment Zone by the government of Orissa, government of India, promising ease of doing business. Why are you not buying any land there, sticking to Gujarat and Chennai only? Tirupati, what is the status, sir? Is the same thing as Chennai or different? Tirupati, the land you have. Are you making a new agriculture equipment? Because we have to have better agricultural management systems. Because food is the most fundamental material blessing for anybody. So long as you have food in your mouth, your problems are solved for the time being. And what worries me is this one, sir. Are we cooking the goose with discounts? Everywhere I see, they say the AC is 50,000 and 40% discount, they sell at 33,000. Amazon. Somehow I'm not very happy quoting 55 and selling at 33. This is a destructive price war too. And communication has changed over the years now. Creative advertising also has changed. Mobile phones and social media have been disrupted, backed by new technologies. Are we using mobiles and social media to get the attention and motivate buyers to buy? Lastly, sir, every great opportunity has many reasons why it could fail. Trust your ability to solve the problems. People who look for reasons why things won't work struggle to take action. People look for reasons why things will work and will solve as they rise, and make things happen too. And Voltas has been doing that for the past 3 years. I'm very proud of it. In conclusion, sir, time is always right to do what is right. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Arun. The next speaker is Mrs. Asha Lata Maheshwari.
मेरी आवाज आ रही है चेयरमैन साहब?
हाँ, सुनाई पड़ता है. थैंक यू.
अच्छा जी, श्रीमान चेयरमैन साहब, मेरे सभी डायरेक्टर भाई, मेरा नाम आशा लता महेश्वरी, आप सबको मेरा सादर नमस्कार। चेयरमैन साहब, सबसे पहले तो मैं आपसे थोड़ा लड़ाई करना चाहती हूँ। देखिए, मैं टेंट की मीटिंग में भी आई थी, मैं आज भी आई हूँ। टेंट का भी बहुत अच्छा आपने बताया, बहुत बढ़िया काम चल रहा है, यहाँ भी बढ़िया काम चल रहा है, पर आपका फोटो मुस्कुराते हुए क्यों नहीं आता? अब मैंने बोला है तो आप मुस्कुराए हैं, नहीं तो मुस्कुराते हुए आपका फोटो ही नहीं आता है। तो प्लीज जरा आप मुस्कुराते रहिए, अच्छे लगते हैं मुस्कुराते हुए चेयरमैन साहब। अब जब मुस्कुराए हैं तो कहूंगी आपको नजर ना लगे चेयरमैन साहब, आप अच्छे लग रहे हैं आप। फिर मैं चेयरमैन साहब यही आगे पढ़ूंगी, बैलेंस शीट मिली और ये पढ़कर बहुत अच्छा लगा कि इतने इतने बुरे समय में भी कंपनी का प्रॉफिट मेंटेन आपने किया और डिविडेंड भी अच्छा दिया, कंपनी की नेट वर्थ बढ़ाई और कंपनी के नए नए प्रोडक्ट लाए हैं और सब पर मुझे गर्व है कि मैं इस कंपनी की शेयर होल्डर हूँ। आप वोल्टास के प्रोडक्ट के लिए नए नए शोरूम भी खोल रहे हैं। वोल्टास एक्सपीरियंस ऐसा एक शोरूम आपने बनाया है जो हमारे घर के पास है। चेयरमैन साहब मैं वहाँ गई और मैंने देखा, मैं देखकर वहाँ दंग रह गई, ये क्या मैं देख रही हूँ, इतना बढ़िया है। मुझे तो ये लगा कि मैं तो लंदन न्यूयॉर्क में आ गई हूँ। बहुत बढ़िया शोरूम आपने बनाया है और चेयरमैन साहब आपको बधाई भी देती हूँ और दुआ है मेरी रब से यूं ही आप पर खुशियां बरसाते रहें, इसी तरह आपकी हर ख्वाहिश को पंख लगाते रहें। चेयरमैन साहब आपको बहुत अवार्ड भी मिले हैं, उस बात की भी मैं खुशी करती हूँ। मैं कितनी तारीफ करूँ इस बैलेंस शीट की, आपने बहुत अच्छी तरह समझाया है और अपने चेयरमैन स्टेटमेंट में सब बताया है। आपकी जो सोशल एक्टिविटीज है वो भी काबिल तारीफ है चेयरमैन साहब। टाटा साहब आपके लिए मैं 2 शब्द जरूर कहूंगी, आज मेरा दिल करता है आपके लिए बोलने के लिए। ये रात चांदनी बनकर आंगन में आई, ये रात चांदनी बनकर आंगन में आए, ये तारे लोरी गाकर सुनाए आप, ये तारे लोरी गाकर सुनाए आप इतने प्यारे सपने आप रात को देखें कि आप नींद में ही मुस्कुराने लगे। टाटा साहब मेरी हिंदी नहीं समझे आप?
नहीं, सब समझा, थैंक यू।
और चेयरमैन साहब आपने ये जो वर्क और बहुत ही सोशल वर्क बहुत किया है, आपको बहुत दुआएं मिलेंगी इससे। ये तो बहुत ही बढ़िया काम आपने किया है। और चेयरमैन साहब यहाँ मैं अपने सेक्रेटरी मल्होत्रा जी की जरूर तारीफ करूंगी जो दिन रात मेहनत कर रहे हैं। चेयरमैन साहब मैं आपको ये कहना चाहती हूँ, आप और पूरा बोर्ड मिलकर क्यों नहीं ऐसा मिलकर आप कुछ ऐसी बातें करें कि आप उनको आप डायरेक्टर बनाइए। चेयरमैन साहब मैं बहुत पुरानी शेयर होल्डर हूँ यहाँ की और बस वो अपना सर्विस में लगे हुए हैं सेक्रेटरी, तो आप मिलकर कुछ ऐसा करिए कि अब वो बन जाए डायरेक्टर भी। और चेयरमैन साहब सच
I'm sorry to interrupt you, ma'am. I would request you to please wrap your question.
बस जी बस, क्वेश्चन जी कुछ है ही नहीं इसमें, बहुत बढ़िया बैलेंस शीट है। यहाँ मैं जरूर कहूंगी आपके लिए चेयरमैन साहब, ये सेक्रेटरी नहीं, हमको तो एक हीरा मिला हुआ है और जरा भी वो नहीं मिलता तो हम तो सोचते हैं कि वो हीरा कहीं चोरी ना हो जाए। तो आपको इतना ही बोलूंगी और मैं सभी एम्प्लॉयज एग्जीक्यूटिव को सैल्यूट देती हूँ और कहूंगी सबकी जय हो। और चेयरमैन साहब अपनी खुशी देते हुए कहूंगी दीप जलते और जगमगाते रहें, आप हंसते और हंसाते रहें, जब तक जिंदगी है दुआ हमारी है चांद की तरह जगमगाते रहें। और सभी रेजोल्यूशन में मैं स्ट्रांगली सपोर्ट देते हुए धन्यवाद देती हूँ।
Thank you, Mrs. Maheshwari. Thank you. The next speaker is Mr. Shashikant Gajanan Marathe.
It appears Mr. Shashikant Marathe is not able to join us today. Before moving on to the 4th speaker shareholder, I please request all the speaker shareholders to restrict their questions to 3 minutes. Sir, we can invite the 4th speaker shareholder.
Yes. The 4th speaker is Mr. Manoj Kumar Gupta.
Hello. Good afternoon, respected Chairman, Board of Directors, fellow shareholders.
My name
Good
is Manoj
afternoon,
Gupta.
Mr. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you, sir?
Very well, thank you. I hope you're well.
I'm fine, sir. And
Good.
after seeing you, I'm very fine. Because I have a great respect to you, sir. And respected Chairman, Board of Directors, fellow shareholders. My name is Manoj Gupta. I've joined this meeting from Calcutta, my residence. Sir, today I've heard your full speech. Last year I could not attend the meeting due to some technical mistake. But today I've heard in last 32 years I've attended several AGM, but I have not find such type of informative speech by a chairman. And this is very excellent. And I suggest you should load your speech on the website that if shareholders who has missed the AGM that they can read that what type of speech you had given to the investors in during the AGM, because what you had given all the information about the companies, that how much shares are demat, and you had requested to the shareholders to take the benefit of demat. This is such type of informating. I thanks to the company secretary that who has helped us to join this meeting through VC this time. And dividend is good. And I thanks to you that you are fully filling the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister for the Make in India. His ambition to make in India and export products with the logo of Make in India, that you are doing by using the all Indian components in your products, sir. CSR, I will not say a single word on your CSR for the Tatas, because we always say in the country that there should be more than 50 group like Tatas, that they can fulfill the dream and the desire of peoples and society of the country. And peoples and the nation can't forget Tata's contribution during the second phase of COVID during April 2021 and May 22, because more than 3 to 4 million people's lives saved by Tata's by provide oxygen gas. So we can't say a single word. So what's your future plan with CapEx? What's your future plan with CapEx? And how you will face a competition from MNCs like LG, Samsung, Whirlpool? How you will face that competition? And have you any plan to launch new products, domestic products? And market share, you have already informed that 23%. Try to increase your market share up to 35%. And appoint more C&F and distributor and dealers, because भारत बढ़ रहा है, राज्य बढ़ रहे हैं, डिस्ट्रिक्ट बढ़ रहे हैं. So you should try to appoint some more distributor and dealers. If any shareholder is capable and they approach the company to get distributorship, try to consider to give them distributorship or dealership to the investors. And try, if possible, try to give discount coupon to the investors to buy the Voltas products on reasonable price. Why the investors will go to buy the LG and Whirlpool or Samsung? Try to give some discount coupon that investors can buy the Voltas product, because Tata brand is very popular brand. Tata brand is quality, dignity, and loyalty. So people, so investors will attract to buy your products if they get some opportunity to get discounts. And try to open Voltas store in tier 1, 2, 3 cities. Voltas store with all products, tier 1, 2, 3 cities, not in
I'm sorry to
metropolitan.
interrupt you, sir. I request you to please wrap
Just
up
1
your
minute.
question.
I will wrap up within 1 minute, ma'am. And launch some schemes during the festival time, like as Durga Puja, Ganesh Puja, Deepavali, Pongal, Onam in the regional festival time, like as Samsung and LG launch some regional uh, to attract the customers. Have you any plan to new greenfield projects to get some tax benefit in Himachal and northeast part of the country, like Assam, Tripura? If you will go to a plan to set a new plant, so you will get several benefits, sir. Nothing to say more, sir. I have a great respect. May I invite you to come to Calcutta, sir? Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Gupta. The next speaker is Ms. H.S. Patel.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
Am I audible?
Yes, we can hear you, Ms. Patel. Please go ahead.
Thank you very much, sir. Very good afternoon to all the directors on the board, respected chairman. Your speech was fabulous, very nice. Every point you have very well laid out, and it was very informative. This is a 68th AGM, and you have given us a dividend of 5.5. With which 182 crores of cash outflow will be done because of this dividend payment. I am very much thankful to our Mr. Verma, the CFO, and Mr. Varun Malhotra, our company secretary, for giving us a very good annual report. Just a humble request, Mr. Malhotra, sir, Varun, sir, that the annual report is, of course, very informative, very nice, well laid out. Only the pages which are numbered in your index column, index page, please make it that also a little darker. It's very, very light. We are senior citizens unable to read. Just a humble request, please, for your next annual report. Please see that the alphabets and the numeric are in dark colors, please, if possible. Thank you, Mr. Varun, sir. So I also humbly request you, please, if possible, I wish you to be on the board of Tata Elxsi. If possible, please do that. We want you to be on that board also. One Tata member should be there on the board of Tata Elxsi also. Just a humble request, if possible. In your balance sheet, it is quite nice, though not much of a difference between that of a last year, but it is not bad also. The inventory level, if it is a little, some attention is paid to it and it is brought under control, it would be much better. Inventories are a little on a higher side. A little control on that is essential. It is good to note that you have transferred 200 crores to general reserves. Sir, one another important point I would like to bring to your notice is your AC, air conditioning. I already have two in my house. I wanted to have one more. Because one was not working and I had to discard it. So I had to buy one more. But when I went in your shop, I could find only 1 or 1.5 ton. It was with great difficulty. Many in Chroma I'm talking about. I wasted many months, almost 2-3 months, to get a 2-ton AC with 5-star inverter and split. But it was absolutely impossible to get 2-ton. Why in the Chroma shops 2-ton ACs are not available? Please, I request you draw your attention to this. Also, copper coil for the condenser, if it is possible. Then all other facilities are available. See, if we go for Hitachi or Daikin or LG, which are supposed to be the competitor of ours, they have 2.5 tons AC with 5-star inverter split and with copper coil condenser, with antibacterial and dust filter also, and with a warranty of 2 years. They give us an extended warranty of another years, besides original warranty of the AC with an extended warranty, and plus another extended warranty of 2 years. If this facility, if we provide for our Chroma customers also, I had to go for a Chroma AC after that. I wanted a Voltas AC. Anyway, and they have less noise, less energy consumption, and low electricity consumption. If I really humbly request you to, and I want your attention on this, on your sales side, on your marketing side for this. That 2 tons AC, 2.5 tons AC, many people are wanting but are not getting. Another request I have is I had requested for a appointment with you. Since 2 years, I am tied on a string and floating in air to have an appointment with you.
Sorry to
But
interrupt you,
I'm
ma'am.
expecting.
I request you to wrap your question.
Yeah, I'm wrapping it up. I thank you very much. I wish all the employees who have worked hard in the COVID times, wish them good luck. Work hard in the COVID times. No, it is not easy to get job in the COVID times. So only your hard work will improve the profitability of the company. I wish the board of directors, the management team, and all the employees all the very best. I wish you a very long, healthy, happy life, sir.
Thank
And
you. Thank you,
happy
Ms. Patel.
New Year greetings for the Parsi New Year coming.
Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you. All the best. Thank you. The next speaker is Mr. Yusuf Rangwala.
Good afternoon, sir. Can you hear my voice? From Mumbai, Mumbai. Very good afternoon, sir. And sir, very thankful to this team for giving balancing of it is very helpful and very
Sir, I request
Mr.
you to
Rangwala,
please
we
check your
can't
mic
hear
and
you.
your network. We can't hear you properly.
Yes, sir, you can hear my voice? Hello?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Hello? We can know. As the chairman is, sir, as you mentioned, we having a Chennai, sir. So I would like to know how many people in Chennai and their plan of operate home. So when it started and having how many total number of people are working. Question number one.
I'm
Mr.
sorry,
Rangwala,
sir.
I'm sorry.
It appears that we
I'm
have a
sorry, I
problem with
can't
your
make
network.
out anything of what you're saying. I'm sorry.
The total number of staff, how many working, total number of staff are at Chennai. And
Sir, we request you to please check your network. We cannot hear you.
now. Now.
No, sir, I'm sorry. We cannot hear you.
Moderator, can we move to the next person, please? And in the meantime, try and solve the problem with Mr. Rangwala's phone. The next shareholder is Ms. Celestine Mascarenhas and Mr. Aloysius Peter Mascarenhas.
Yes, hello. Can you hear
Yes.
me, sir?
Yes, we can
you
hear
hear
you.
me?
Thank you. Yes, we
I'm
can
audible.
hear you.
Okay, I'll not start my video. I'm scared. Network problem. Respected Chairman, Mr. Noel Tata, MD and CEO, Pradeep Bakshi, other honorable directors attending this virtual meet, my fellow shareholders, I am Mrs. C. Mascarenhas attending from Mumbai. First of all, I thank our company secretary, Mr. VP Malhotra, and his team for sending me an e-notice and also registering me as a speaker at my request. Now, the annual report is very informative, self-explanatory, adhering to all the norms of corporate governance and done with such a nice that we can understand everything, manufacturing, the textile and whatnot. You know, we are having lots of things on our plate. Now, working is very good in spite of all difficult conditions, and dividend 550% is excellent. Keep it up. And what more is good market capitalization. Now I congratulate you for all the awards and accolades received, and also I appreciate very much the CSR work done, which is well documented in the annual report. Also, we have written a lot on the ESG. Sir, here coming to ESG, I would like to know, have you done any rating of ESG? If so, what is our rating and the name of the rating agency? Now my query, sir. First query is, we have order book of 5,360 crores. How long it will take to complete this order? How many orders we have got, we have added in the last 3 months? Number two, which is our most popular product? As it is, we are having 23% market share. I would like to know in which of the white goods we are having this highest, like AC, microwave, dishwasher, washing machine, etc., etc. Number three, do we still face the supply chain bottlenecks, especially shortage of chips, semiconductors? Have we any plan to manufacture chips, semiconductors, as we can avail the PLI scheme benefits, and Tata can always do the most difficult process and the work. I look out for something on semiconductors. Number 4, capex for the next 3 years for organic and inorganic growth with the geopolitical unrest and inflation at the background. I support all the resolutions. I wish my company all the best. May it grow strength to strength. And I wish you and your entire team very good health so that we can create a lot of wealth to the minority shareholders. Now I hand over the mic to Mr. Mascarenhas. He will say some few words. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can I speak, sir?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah. Respected Chairman, sir, very distinguished members of the board and my fellow shareholders. Good evening to you all. My name is Aloysius Mascarenhas. At the outset, I thank the management, our company secretary and the registrar for sending me the e-balance sheet which I received on time. It is exhaustive, simple, and adhering to all the parameters required for a good corporate governance. Our results are very good, as shown by facts and figures, and more importantly, by a handsome dividend of 550%. Most welcome, sir. Now, my queries. What is our future plan? And we are in the exports. So, rupee, dollar, there is a immense fluctuation, depreciating of rupee every day and appreciation of dollar. So, this what impact it has got on our profitability, because an export we will gain more by rupee devaluation and appreciation of dollar. So what is our gain in this? And moreover, are we trading with China? Are we trading in the sense export and import we are doing to China? And the geopolitical effect of Ukraine and Russia war on our company. And more importantly, our economic condition now, it is improving. So I wish our company very good. And most importantly, one personal question I wanted to ask was that we have physical shares. So they have a lot of problem in dematting. So I would like our company to buy back the shares, physical shares, so that we get, so our holding becomes good. I mean, we get a liquidity, and it will help a good way by not dematting and getting the liquid, means all the hassles are taken care by the company. With this, many questions have been asked by my fellow shareholders preceding to me. So I would lend my speech wishing you personally, all the board members, and more importantly, all the employees in the days and years to come. With this, sir, thank you very much for patient hearing. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mascarenhas. The next speaker is Mr. Anil Parekh.
Hello. Am I able to, sir, are you able to hear me, sir?
Yes, we can hear you, Mr. Parekh. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir, to every board members and my fellow shareholders. Sir, good afternoon to you all. And I would like to thank our secretarial team headed by Mr. Varun Malhotra. Excellent investor services they are providing, and they are particularly Varunji is a great asset to the company. Sir, I have gone through the balance sheet. Excellent all-round performance. I'm not going deeply into the financials. Everything explained very well in the annual report. So I'm excluding that. But hats off to you for excellent all-round performance, plus 550% dividend for minority shareholders. Sir, you have done a very good decision for giving dividend of 550%. Sir, now I will start with my questions. Sir, on page 109, inventories in our air cooler is going up. So what will be the scenario? I would like to understand from you whether we are discontinuing with air coolers or what. So secondly, our company has launched extensive COVID-19 vaccination drive for all our employees, both the doses, and company arranged vaccines for family members of its employees. Sir, you have done excellent work as far as all the employees are concerned, and now our organization is very safe against the COVID-19. Sir, page number 111. What is our installed capacity and capacity utilization at Sanand plant? About our white goods manufacturing unit Voltback, and where these all products available in below one shelter? I would like to know. If it is not available, then can we have that kind of what you call showroom wherein all the products of Voltas, that means white goods product available in Bombay? I don't see that. So if you can have that kind of facility, everybody will be benefited. Sir, I would like to know our expenditure on IT and application and digital technology. Also, sir, on page number 115, we have in community development, we have started one museum of art and photography in Bangalore. It is 5-storied building. Sir, why we can't have that kind of facility in Bombay also? So everybody will be benefited for that. And sir, also your views on just now PM Modi has started a drive of Agnipath.
I'm
We
sorry
are
to
supporting
interrupt you,
that.
sir. This is just to inform you your 3 minutes are up, so you'll have to wrap up your
Madam,
question.
allow me 1 minute more, please. Can we have a support for Agnipath or any contribution we are making in this Agnipath drive? Sir, I am not taking your much of time. Thank you for present hearing, and I am supporting all the resolutions wholeheartedly. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Parekh. The next speaker is Mr. Vinod Agarwal.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can
Hello?
hear you.
You can see me also, sir, I think so. Yeah, respected Chairman Mr. Noel Tata ji, our MD Pradeep Bakshi ji, and our CFO Jitendra Verma, and our CS Varun Malhotra. Good afternoon to everyone, and regards to everyone, sir. I was Mr. Varun Malhotra ji, and from his team, Vijay Totla was very helpful in helping me join this AGM. I give my regards to them. Sir, I've got 2 or 3 queries from this thing. You have mentioned about 1,000 crores capex being made in Chennai, Vagrodia, and Sanand. By when will the plants come up? These are the factory, industry 4-level factories that you are putting up. They will give us better margins, I'm sure, because they'll take up a lesser amount of energies and better material utilization. So we'll have better margins. By when will these be commencing production? I would like to know. And sir, our order book is very good, sir. 5,300 crores, out of which the 2,000 crores got in this year, and 800 crores in the IOBG business had got, sir. I'm sure with this order book, the turnover will keep on increasing. And sir, one thing I want to point out is that in the printing has been done in grayish ink. It is not in deep black, so it gives a strain on the eye. In the next annual report, if it is ever printed, tell the printers to print a deep black with a better contrast, so it's not a strain on the eye. And third, we have opened Voltas launch e-commerce platform during the second quarter of our in, FY22. So now, what were the sales through e-commerce platform that we had through this platform? And sir, RM costs had increased last year substantially. They are softening now after long, sir. But how long does it take for us to pass on the raw material increased cost onto the markets? We'll have to hike up our prices, say by 5%, 10% if the raw material costs go up. So how long is the lag time for passing on the increased cost onto the market? And another point which I can make, if you don't take exception to, is that in our company we've got the mining and construction equipment business. This aligns more with the Tata Motors business than our company business, I assume so, sir. If this could be transferred to Tata Motors, then it will be more, and we get the cash for transfer for that business, sir. It's a suggestion to you, sir. Take a look at it. I'm signing up, Agarwal from Mumbai. Thank you, sir, for
Thank
patiently
you.
listening.
Thank you, Mr. Agarwal. The next speaker is Mrs. Vasudha Vikas Dakwe.
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you, sir. Very good evening, respected Chairman, sir, Board of Directors, and my fellow shareholders. Myself, Vasudha from Thane. I would like to congratulate our company secretary for sending me the soft copy of the report well in advance, which itself is clear and transparent. I would like to ask, when was the last bonus given? Secondly, I would like to suggest, please look into the matter of unclaimed dividend amount, which is transferred after 7 years to IEPF funds. I would like to suggest, please take more efforts to avoid such amount from going to IEPF fund. With this, I support all the resolution. Thank you very much and all the best for coming financial years.
Thank you, Ms. Dakwe. The next speaker is Mr. Gautam Tiwari.
Hello, sir. Can you listen me, sir?
Yes, we can hear you. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Sir, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, I would like to see your smiling face, sir. You have done very good, and we are very happy about it. In fact, all shareholders are very happy about whatever Voltas has done. Sir, very good afternoon to my honorable chairman, sir, Shri Noel Tataji, an industrialist with par excellence, and all eminent and respectable dignified board of directors, team Voltas. My name is Gautam Tiwari, and I am attending this meeting AGM from Mumbai. Dear sir, I compliment the secretarial IR and these finance departments for informative, transparent, and well-designed annual report rather, and the balance sheet and notice. So also for outstanding investment care investor services provided by these secretarial departments year on year, and under the leadership of Mr. Varun Malhotra, who is one of the top company secretaries, considering his services, and his associates also. Very good service. And so also thanks for best ever investor services provided by NSDL and Webex technical team also. Sir, I also thank specially to our CEO MD, Mr. Pradeep Bakshi, and CFO Jitendra Verma, company secretary, and entire board of management, including all staff and executives, for their loyal, committed, dedicated services and for giving excellent performance year on year, and especially for this year. Sir, I would like to thank you for paying a very generous and handsome dividend of 550%, rupees 550 per share of face value of rupee 1, which is very great, and it shows your generosity, sir. Sir, our product business is giving us the profit of rupees 513 crore, yielding 11% profits, whereas our project business is giving 126 crore, yielding 5% profit, and our commission only by commission earnings, we have got our engineering services business, which is generating 158 crore profit, which is 32%. Sir, this indicates that despite severe competition and despite more than 40% players in the market and steep increase in the commodity prices and plenty of supply chain disruptions and interventions, still our company is generating very good profits. It's very complimentary to you, sir, and very much appreciable. Sir, Voltas stands number one in the room AC business. Congratulations for this. And it is a compliment to our management team also. And in air cooler business also, we stand in number two. Sir, who is number one in air cooler business? We would like to know. Sir, our CSR spent is 13 crore and R&D expenditure is 14 crore, which is a very good sign, and we are working very good upon it. Sir, our total turnover is rupees 7,800 crore, and out of which we are our turnover in the product business is 4,900 crore, which is 62% of the total turnover. Sir, I would like to know, sir, our product business is the main business, which is giving us 62% of the total turnover. So, what is company's strategy to improve upon this in the days to come? Sir, we are proud, very much proud, sir, we and our family and many shareholders, sir. We are all, in fact, all shareholders are very proud of being the shareholders of Voltas. We are your shareholders from day one. In Trent also, you had done the best of the profits and best of the appreciation in the profits. And here also, you have shown the same thing under your tenure, sir. Sir, congratulations for receiving various awards and accolades. Sir, I got few questions in order to improve my understanding for the from our Voltas working. Sir, what are the major orders in project business that we have got now? Sir, when our COVID is over, it is a suggestion, please arrange some factory visit. It's a pretty long time since we have visited our factory. I'm very sure a lot of changes have taken place and we'll be happy to see it. Sir, it is very appreciable when we saw the all directors photos smiling and in a very good state of mind, and management team's photo also on page number 74 and page 76. So our operation plants at Pantanagar, Uttarakhand, and
I'm sorry to
Vadodara.
interrupt you, sir. Your 3 minutes are
Madam,
up. I request you to wrap your question.
just 1 minute, madam. Just 1 minute, please. Just 1 minute. Vadodara and Sanand, Gujarat, and it is operating to what capacity? Sir, what is the percentage of profits on Indian business of ACs and air coolers, sir? Sir, our market share is 20%. What is the strategy of our company to increase this market share? And sir, sir, and sir, best wishes for forthcoming Parsi New Year, sir. And wishing you a very safe, sir, wishing you a very safe, happy, prosperous, healthy, wealthy, and long life, and a bright future for the company.
Thank you.
And once
Thank you,
again,
Mr.
best of luck.
Tiwari.
Thank you very much, sir. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Tiwari. The next speaker is Ms. Lekha Shah.
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you, sir. Respected Chairman, sir, Board of Directors, and my fellow members, good afternoon to all of you. Myself, Lekha Shah from Mumbai. First of all, I am very much thankful to our Company Secretary, Mr. Varun Ji, especially Vishal Ji and Arun Ji for extending very good investor services and also sending me the AGM notice well in time, which is full of knowledge, fact and figures in place. Thank you, Chairman Sir, for explaining us well about the company. Congratulations for excellent work, sir. Sir, I pray to God that He always shower His blessing upon you. I would like to thank to all the personnel of company for receiving awards and recognition by the various plans during the year 21 and 22. And also, I'm happy the company is doing very well in the field of CSR activities. Thank you for the dividends, sir. My question to the management is that we have weakness frequent lockdown due to COVID-19, what is your company performance in the current year? And your views for 2021 to 22, what is our market share in the air conditioner business and our next competitor? Do we have plans to open our own stores to sell our product? Our ROC has been deep in profits due to the pandemic. How you see it in the current year? So I would like to say I strongly support all the resolutions for today's meeting and my best wishes always our company and its prosperity. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ms. Shah. The next speaker is Ms. Nisha Ganesha Shinoy.
It appears we are experiencing some technical issues with Ms. Shenoy. So I think we can move on to the next speaker shareholder.
Okay. The next speaker is Mr. Manjeet Singh.
Hello, am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Chairman, Director, my co-shareholder, आपका सभी स्टाफ, सेक्रेटरियल डिपार्टमेंट और हमारे एम्प्लॉइज जहाँ भी काम कर रहे हैं, मैं सभी का स्वागत करता हूँ और भगवान के आगे प्रार्थना करता हूँ कि सभी स्वस्थ रहे। बड़े हर्ष की बात है कि हम वोल्टास कंपनी के साथ जुड़े हुए हैं, जिसके नाम जो है दुनिया की सबसे ऊंची बिल्डिंग में भी ठंडक देने का रिकॉर्ड है और जो सबसे बड़ा शिप है RMS क्वीन मार्क 2, उसके अंदर भी हमने एयर कंडीशन दिया है। तो ये बड़े हर्ष की बात है कि हम ऐसी बड़ी कंपनी के साथ जुड़े हुए हैं कि दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी बिल्डिंग और सबसे बड़े पानी के जहाज में भी आपने ठंडक एयर कंडीशन दे रखा है। 1954 में हमारा सिंस है कंपनी का, 2024 में हमारे 70 साल पूरे होने को जा रहे हैं। तो इसका आप कैसा रिवार्ड करेंगे, थोड़ा आप इस बारे में बताइएगा। और जो हिंदुस्तान के अंदर क्लाइमेट चेंज होता है, गर्मी बहुत ज़्यादा पड़ती है एकदम और ठंडक भी आती है उस हिसाब से, तो आप जो सेवा कर रहे हैं इस एयर कंडीशन की, ये इंडिया के अंदर अब काफ़ी ज़रूरतमंद होता जा रहा है कि क्योंकि गर्मी जब पड़ती है तो बहुत ज़्यादा पड़ती है। तो आप इस दिशा में, एसी की दिशा में बड़ा अच्छा कंपिटिटर रेट में और अच्छे रेटों में जो है कस्टमर तक अपनी सर्विस दे रहे हैं। और आपके जो सर्विस सेंटर हैं, जो जितनी भी मेजर सिटी हैं इंडिया की, सभी में है। इसकी मैं आपको मुबारकबाद देता हूँ जी। और जो आपको अवार्ड मिला है 14 दिसंबर 2021 को दिल्ली के अंदर हमारे CEO साहब, MD साहब प्रदीप बख्शी जी ने जो ग्रैंड किया है, विंदा अवार्ड, नेशनल एनर्जी कंसोलिडेटेड अवार्ड 2021, उसकी मैं मुबारकबाद देता हूँ। और भी जो आपको अवार्ड मिलते रहे हैं वो भी बड़ी अच्छा है कंपनी की दिशा के लिए। प्रमोटर होल्डिंग की तरफ हम कुछ ऐसा ध्यान कर पाएंगे, कोई बायबैक की योजना है हमारी, थोड़ा आप इस बारे में बताइएगा। हमारी कंपनी इलेक्ट्रो मैकेनिकल प्रोजेक्ट, सर्विस इलेक्ट्रिक मैकेनिकल, वाटर मैनेजमेंट, टेक्सटाइल मशीन और जो माइनिंग में भी आप दिखा रहे हो, और एयर कंडीशन कमर्शियल, और जो आप एम्प्लॉइज में जो और घर के यूज करने के आपके प्रोडक्ट आते हैं सब में हो, तो आने वाले टाइम में कोई डीमर्जर आ सकता है हमारी कंपनी का? इस बारे में कोई बोर्ड मीटिंग में कोई विचार होगा तो आप जरूर बताइएगा। हमारे जो CFO साहब हैं वो टॉप 100 की लिस्ट में आते हैं इसकी भी मैं उन्हें मुबारकबाद दूंगा। और जो गवर्नमेंट अलाइड अप्राउड क्रॉस फ्लो फैन के अंदर हमारे क्या ऑर्डर बुक है, हीट एक्सचेंज एंड प्लास्टिक मॉडरेटर स्कीम जो है, ये पीआर स्कीम जो है गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से ऑर्डर बुक जो है हमारी क्या है, और आने वाले टाइम में क्या प्लान है, आप थोड़ा बताइएगा। और अपने फ्यूचर प्लान 24 महीने का जो है रोड मैप भी आप बताइएगा। साउथ इंडिया में कोई जिक्र हो रहा है प्लांट लगने का, उसकी क्या पोजीशन है। और जो है ये 3 बजे की मीटिंग शुरू हुई, यहाँ हम इतनी दूर बैठे हुए 900 किलोमीटर से ज़्यादा दूर बैठे हुए आप 1.25 घंटे के अंदर आपसे जुड़ गए हैं, 1 घंटा और 15 मिनट के अंदर। ये हमारे सेक्रेटरियल डिपार्टमेंट की मेहनत है, हमारे मॉडरेटर की मेहनत है। सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट ने बहुत अच्छा काम किया है जो हम इतनी दूर से बैठे हुए आपके साथ जुड़ पाए हैं। एक लास्ट में यही कहना चाहूँगा, जो हमारे देश के अंदर अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट का पेड़ बढ़ता ही जा रहा है, उसकी तरफ हम क्या ध्यान दे देंगे। ये जो मेंशन आ रहा है 2020 के अंदर हमारे 8800 एम्प्लॉइज थे, थोड़ा आप बताएंगे कि 2022 में कितने एम्प्लॉइज हैं और हम नौकरियों का रास्ता बेरोजगारों के लिए और कितना खोलेंगे। थैंक यू। जय जवान जय किसान और जय मेरा अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट, जिनको आपकी जैसी कंपनियां रोजगार के रास्ते खोलकर अपना रोजगार देंगी। थैंक यू।
Thank you, Mr. Singh. The next speaker is Mr. Sarvjit Singh.
Hello. Hello, Chairman sir. Can you hear my voice?
Yes, I can hear you.
Chairman sir, first of all, good afternoon to you, all the board of directors and all the staff of Voltas Limited and my co-fellow shareholders. Chairman sir, ये एक सर बहुत ही हमारे लिए गर्व की बात है कि सर हमें इस वोल्टास के साथ जुड़े हुए हैं, जिसका सर अगर आज की डेट में कोई भी घर में अगर सोचते हैं कि एसी, तो सर आज की यंग जनरेशन हो चाहे कोई भी हो, उसके मुंह पे सर छूटते ही नाम होता है वोल्टास। और सर वोल्टास जिस तरीके से मोस्ट रिकॉग्नाइज्ड ब्रांड भी रहा है इंडिया का 2022 में, और सर और मार्केट में हमारा जो वोल्टास का जो एसी है वो सर हमेशा से मार्केट की लीडरशिप 25.5% में रहा है। 25.5% हो गई है सर मार्केट की लीडरशिप भी। और सर वोल्टास हमेशा से ही पहली पोजीशन पे रहा है सिंस 2022 से। इसके लिए सर हम आपको मुबारकबाद देते हैं। और सर हम आने वाले टाइम में सर यही चाहेंगे कि सर जिस तरीके से आप लोग मेहनत कर रहे हैं सर, हमें दिन दोगुनी रात चौगुनी हमारे शहर में हमें तरक्की मिले। बाकी सर आपके सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट और आपके मॉडरेटर ने हमें जिस तरीके से आपके साथ जोड़ा है उसके लिए सर हम उनका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करते हैं। और सर हम आने वाले टाइम में यही चाहेंगे कि सर आप जिस तरीके से मेहनत कर रहे हैं उसी तरीके का फल हमें हमारे शेयर प्राइजेस में भी हमें मिलता रहे। थैंक यू सर।
Thank you, Mr. Singh. The next speaker is Mr. Aspi Besania.
Sir, can you see me and hear me?
Yes, we can see you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you? It's good to see you after 1 year.
Thank you. Thank you.
In
Same
Tata
here.
Investment also.
Thank you.
Sir, electromechanical projects segment, the top line has reduced during the year, but the profit has increased. What is the reason for that? So, what is our market share in unitary cooling products? Sir, and what is the life of our air conditioners and refrigerators? Because I got a AC O General which is 15 years old and still it's doing very well. So I wanted to know what is the life of Voltas ACs and also refrigerators. I got a Godrej refrigerator which is more than 50 years old and still it's working without any trouble. So thank you very much and all the best for the future.
Thank you, Aspi. The next speaker is Mr. Bharat M. Shah.
हेलो 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 सर,
Yes.
आवाज आ रही है मेरी? हेलो
Yes. Who's speaking?
आई एम स्मिता शाह स्पीकिंग सर, भरत शाह वाइफ सर.
या सर, फर्स्ट मैं बात करती हूँ, बाद में भरत साहब बात करेंगे सर। ओके सर, थैंक यू। माननीय चेयरमैन सर, श्री नवल जी और अन्य मान्यवर डायरेक्टर सर, मैं बम्बई से स्मिता शाह बात कर रही हूँ। सर, आगे काफी सारे शेयर होल्डर्स बात कर चुके हैं, सो मोस्टली बहुत सारा कुछ कवर हो गया है। और आप जहाँ भरोसा है तो कोई क्वेरी तो है ही नहीं, क्योंकि आप सभी की मेहनत और लगन से आज सालों पुरानी हमारी वोल्टास कंपनी आज भी मार्केट में अपना नाम कमाकर और नाम बना कर रही है। और आपकी मेहनत और लगन को दाद देते हुए एक्सेलेंट परफॉर्मेंस के लिए मैं अभिनंदन देती हूँ। साथ में मेरी फ्यूचर्स की ढेरों ढेरों शुभकामनाएं भी आपके साथ है। और सर, मैं जरूर ईश्वर को प्रार्थना करती हूँ कि हमारी वोल्टास कंपनी सालों साल मार्केट में अपना नाम रोशन रखे, यही मेरी ईश्वर से प्रार्थना है। और सर, अभी 2 साल के बाद आपकी 78 एजीएम आ रही है, तो जरूर जरूर आप 1+1 जरूर बोनस भी सोचिए। बाकी डिविडेंड देने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। और सर, सीएस टीम, सीएस अपने कंपनी सेक्रेटरी श्री मल्होत्रा जी को भी मैं उनकी गुड स्माइलिश नेचर, सभी शेयर होल्डरों को ऑलवेज हमेशा रिस्पेक्ट देते हैं और बहुत एक्सपीरियंस और रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी गुड इन्वेस्टर सर्विस के लिए मैं उन्हें हार्टली धन्यवाद और अभिनंदन देती हूँ। साथ में उनकी टीम से भी बहुत जिम्मेदारी निभा रही है पूरी टीम। सर, सुबह भी हमें एक रिमाइंडर कॉल आया था, मैं उस बच्चे का नाम तो भूल गई हूँ, लेकिन रियली बहुत ही हार्ड वर्कर टीम है। सो मैं पूरी सेक्रेटरी टीम को उनके गुड इन्वेस्टर सर्विस के लिए मैं बहुत बहुत हार्टली धन्यवाद देती हूँ और अभिनंदन करती हूँ। और सर, बस हमेशा ऑलवेज हमारा आपके साथ साथ रहा है, तो आज भी हम आपके साथ हैं। और आज के सभी रिजोल्यूशन में मैं फुल्ली सपोर्ट करते हुए बस मैं जरूर कहूंगी कि नेक्स्ट एजीएम में हम भगवान को प्रार्थना करते कि हम सभी गुड हेल्थ वेल्थ के साथ हम अच्छे से फिजिकल एजीएम में मिल सके। बस आप स्वस्थ रहे, सुरक्षित रहे। धन्यवाद सर। सर, भरत साहब बात करें। थैंक यू सर, चालू रखिए। थैंक यू।
थैंक यू।
माननीय चेयरमैन श्री, सर आवाज आ रही है ना?
हाँ, यस सर, प्लीज गो ऑन।
हाँ, माननीय चेयरमैन श्री, अन्य माननीय डायरेक्टर सर, मेरा नाम भरत था सर। मेरी कोई क्वेरी नहीं है सर। मैं बरसों से आपका शेयर होल्डर रहा हूँ, बरसों से एजीएम अटेंड करता हूँ सर। और सर, बहुत व्यवस्थित आप कंपनी चला रहे हो। शेयर होल्डर को हमेशा आपने रिस्पेक्ट दिया है, शेयर होल्डर का हित को ख्याल रखा है और शेयर होल्डर को गुड रिटर्न दिया है सर। और सब बातों में व्यवस्थित बढ़ोतरी है, डिविडेंड भी अच्छा है सर। तो मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ इसके लिए सर। पूरे बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर आपको और पूरे बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर कंपनी के सभी छोटे बड़े एम्प्लॉइज का मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ, अभिनंदन देता हूँ सर। और ऐसा ही अपनी कंपनी बहुत आगे बढ़े, मैं ईश्वर को प्रार्थना करता हूँ। दूसरा सर, सारी सीएसआर एक्टिविटी के लिए भी मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ सर। एक मानवता का कार्य जो आप कर रहे हो, तो मैं बहुत बहुत सीएसआर एक्टिविटी धन्यवाद देता हूँ। और सारे अवार्ड्स के लिए भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ सर। ऐसे ही अवार्ड्स अपनी कंपनी को मिलते रहे फ्यूचर में। बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन देता हूँ सर। और सर, सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट मल्होत्रा जी और उनकी पूरी सेक्रेटरी टीम को बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ सर। कभी भी शेयर होल्डर को रिस्पेक्ट देते, कोई शेयर होल्डर की कोई क्वेरी है तो सोल्व करते हैं सर। हमेशा गुड इन्वेस्टर सर्विस दे रहे हैं। और हार्ड वर्किंग सीएस टीम है, तो पूरी सीएस टीम को सर बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ सर। और सर, नेक्स्ट ईयर हो सके तो फेस टू फेस रखना, क्योंकि आपको मिलने का बहुत मन कर रहा है सर। तो अभी नेक्स्ट ईयर कोविड-19 एकदम कंट्रोल में आ जावे तो नेक्स्ट ईयर जरूर फेस टू फेस मिलने की मैं आपको रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ सर। बाकी सर, सारे त्योहारों के लिए मैं आने वाले दीपावली, दशहरा और गणपति फेस्टिवल सबकी शुभकामनाएं देता हूँ। बाकी सब रिजर्वेशन में मेरा पूरा सपोर्ट सर। थैंक यू वेरी मच सर। थैंक यू।
Thank you, Mr. Shah. Thank you. The next speaker is Mr. Mahesh Kumar Bubna.
It appears we have some technical difficulty connecting to Mr. Bubna. So I think we can move on to the...
Okay,
Oh, Mr.
next
Bubna has
move on.
joined. It seems Mr. Bubna has just joined.
Okay. Mr. Bubna, good afternoon.
Hello. Hello.
Good,
Can I audible?
good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Can I audible?
Yes.
Hello, sir. Okay. There was some technical problem because they're shown that it was logged. So I started now. First of all, I thank to the chairman, board of directors, company secretary, CFO, the dignitaries on the dais, that this company management is working very hard, very good result. This 354 pages annual report, very huge annual report with all analysis. Even 105 pages explained in the director report, management discussion, etc., etc. Lot of you had given the photograph of our works and our products and etc., etc., which is very nice brochure for the company's complete this products. I'm very much happy that we having a lot of different type of work culture in the company to give the service to the our customers, from AC to this dishwasher to freezer to water filter to lot of and we are also doing the industrial jobs and commercial jobs for their office cooling, etc., even factory cooling also. So it is a very great job for the company. This is not a new company. It is a 69 years old company and having a good reputation. But one thing, there is a lot of competitor in the market. When I enter in any retail shop in the market for purchasing any fridge or AC, there are 30, 40 competitors are there. And they are also well reputed, like Blue Star, this LG, Samsung, and Voltas, and so many competitor has come. So there is also a lot of discount they are giving. So one thing I want to tell you that you have to increase the share capital. I seen that your last share capital 34 crore, then it is 33 crore was happened in 94, 95, 28 years back. Still our share capital is 33 crore. So the capital base is very low because our nature of business is capital product nature. So it is not a FMC business or any other product. So it is a capital nature business. So our product price are also very heavy, like a AC or any fridge. It is about 30,000-40,000 rupees or more than that. So we have to enhance our capital, this production base, increase our capital with the optimum production to fight with the other competitor with a price reduction, so that we can able to get the microeconomic savings in our costing, and we can able to compete the market, and we can able to capture more and more market share in the company. I think that during this 28 years of we have not received any bonus here, as it was indicated in the highlights on page number 106. Another thing is that our total capital employed, other capital means reserve and surplus, it total to 5,500 crores, and our turnover is 7,841 crore. So you have to enhance. If you go to the balance sheet and profit and loss account, I see that our in standalone, there is only a very minor amount of this borrowing, 126 crore, and there is a finance cost also. Why we will not repay? We having the lot of surplus fund, having the very good cash reserve and bank balance, etc., and lot of other data also there. So investment also there. So we can wipe out this borrowing
and we can make it debt-free company. So the debt-free company status is different than the this debt company. One thing is standalone balance sheet has given in the last. I finding that where is the balance sheet? First I seen the standalone balance sheet, so I confused. After I seen that it was given on the last side. Our inventory is also very high.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, sir. Your 3 minutes are up. I
Madam,
request you to
don't
wrap your question.
interrupt. For 350, 360 pages annual report, how much time it will take to read out? Tell me first. In 1 year, what is your designation? Why you are interrupting me? Why you are interrupting me? Hello? Don't interrupt. You are changing the sentiment of the shareholders. So important I am discussing and you are interrupting without any cuts. Sir, on the shareholder distribution list, page number 154, you had given 3 segments. One is for the shareholding of the category wise. So the Tata Group company shareholding category say it is 30.30%. Mutual fund and UTI is 17.50, and foreign portfolio investment is 26.19. Our Indian portfolio, Indian public, 11.89. It is only at about 12%. The Indian public participation is only 12%. Besides the promoter holding, these 2 categories, foreign portfolio and mutual fund, it is, if you combine, it will be more than the promoter holding. So this combination is not proper for the benefit of the promoter as well as the public shareholder. We Indian people, we believe that our industry should give the chance to more participation in the capital, and we will have to be benefited. This is not a foreign company. It is totally Indian company, and it is our Indian right to make more and more participation in the company. If some other people will take over the this holding from the foreign investment or mutual fund, then there is a problem for the promoter also. The management can be changed. So take a note of it. It is a very, very important
Yeah,
question.
we've noted it. Yeah,
Promoter should have to
we've noted
enhance
it.
their own capital also up to 51%. And
Mr. Bubna,
also
we've noted your point. Please go to the next point, please.
yes, I am coming. You see, sir, your this standalone balance sheet having the earning per share is 17.63 rupees. And if you go to the this consolidated balance sheet, it will come down to 15 rupees 23 paisa. It means the subsidy company are not, some subsidy companies are not giving any profit. Maybe it will be loss making. You having 9 subsidiaries, out of 7 is in the abroad, 2 in the Indian operation. I did not find any detail of the operation and profitability of the subsidiary companies here in detail. Maybe if any subsidy company which are not performing well, we can hive off the that subsidiary, and we can able to rectify this loss to the main company. With this, I will not go to take your much more time. But I am also not well. I have not gone through entire this annual report thoroughly. Just now, 5 minutes earlier, I had seen all these highlights. If I will go to entire annual report, I can able to say for 7 days with all these legal and accounts things. With this remark, I thank you all for patient hearing.
Thank you, Mr. Bubna. Mr. Kirti Shah is the next shareholder.
Hello. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
चेयरमैन सर, अभी जो अपना प्राइस है वो काफी डाउन हुआ है और प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी जो आपकी है वो मार्च क्वार्टर में काफी अच्छा आपने रिजल्ट दिखाया है कंपेयर टू दिसंबर क्वार्टर। 122 करोड़ का दिसंबर क्वार्टर में प्रॉफिट था, मार्च क्वार्टर में 216 करोड़ है। तो अभी कोविड की इफेक्ट थोड़ी कम हुई लगती है और काफी अच्छी कंपनी कर सकती है, ऐसी हम उम्मीद रख सकते हैं। आपके हिसाब से क्या है सिचुएशन, वो थोड़ा आप हाईलाइट करेंगे। चेयरमैन सर, इतनी पुरानी कंपनी और आपका प्राइस टू बुक वैल्यू ओनली 5.74 है।
Is Mr. Shah still there or is he over? Is he finished?
Sir, I think we can invite Mr. Shah once again. We can move on to the next speaker shareholder.
Okay. The next speaker is Ms. Humayun Beroz Purdehi.
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, we can. Please go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good afternoon, sir. Just want to say that we are missing a physical AGMs where every year, without fail, my husband Beruz would attend the Voltas AGM. So I have a few questions. Before that, sir, I want to say that my husband Beruz used to always say, wherever Mr. Noel Tata is, there is complete transparency. We are proud of you, sir. We are very happy for the chairman of Voltas. So now I have just a few questions. Do we have any relation with China regarding parts, chips, whatever? So did we have any problems, challenges with respect to the supply chain? See, we might have had. You may just throw certain light. We can have an idea on what were the problems you all face with respect to the supply chain. And one more thing is, what are the new products have you introduced? Any new products in the market? If you have, you can throw light. We would be happy to know. So I think you sell products through Amazon also. So then in that case, do you have to give discount? I would like to know that. So, and now, are our factories running to full capacity? So we remember those days when you used to take us for the plant visits. Are they running now to full capacity? So do we have any COVID problems? So actually, so many of our friends have got COVID once again. So, but they are mild. They are not in so dangerous as they were in the past. Even my family members suffered. Now, sir, and of course, it's a great delight to meet Dr. Berger Antia throughout in the video. Since decades, we have been seeing him in our AGMs, and we want him to continue to be the director of Voltas. We wish him long and healthy life. Sir, I'm closing here. I wish you all the best.
Thank
and
you.
looking forward to better days ahead. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. The next speaker is Mr. Prasad Velankar.
Can I hear me, sir?
Yes.
Good evening, everyone.
Good
Respected
evening.
Chairman, sir, Board of Directors, CMG members, and my dear fellow shareholders. Though it is video conferencing AGM, it is a delightful evening with you all here to appreciate the best work done by the company. It's my first online meet. Congratulations to Company Secretary Mr. VP Malhotra, sir, for neat and lovely presentation of the report prepared and placed well in advance on company website. Let me take an opportunity to thank and congratulate Board of Directors for recommending dividend of rupees 5.5 per equity share this year, which is 550%. Total revenue generated during the year comes to 8124 crore compared to last year rupees 7745 crore. Profit after tax comes to 506 crore compared to 529 crore last year. Congratulations to board of director, all Voltas site and everyone who involved in their excellent hard work in company growth, and I am confident it will be continue. Revenue generated by all segments is appreciable, mainly heads of the unitary cooling product, reaching to 4882 crore. Revenue generated by UPBG 62%, project engineering 32%, engineering project and services 6%. While reconsidering of business company has bagged many more prestigious awards of the air conditioning business as a mark of trust and appreciation creativity award. Regarding some new plants in the report, I must congratulate and urge management for its implementation. Company is in process to developing localized ECO system with an aim to reduce dependency on imported goods. Company is in process of setting manufacturing facility for room air conditioning in our existing plant. New plant proposed in Southern India. Coming to employee well-being relationship, ethics and harassment-free workplace, it is stated that Voltas works relentlessly towards its commitment for providing safe and harassment-free working environment. If so, it is well and good, and everyone will appreciate it. But with very much pain in my heart, I want to bring it to your notice, Chairman Sir, that one of our Thane employee is dismissed since 1st March 19, and still the matter is kept pending and settled purposely, without taking much more time of the house. It's more my humble request to your Chairman Sir to look into it and intervene to settle the matter amicably, so that we can bring happiness and smile on him and his family and we all. As our MD Sir stated, we will be fair, honest, transparent, and ethical in our conduct everything. We must stand the test of public scrutiny and build carrying the collaborating relationship based on trust and mutual respect. Taking courage from our MD Sir, integral message. I wish all the best of everyone, Volta site team members, board of directors, and you, Chairman Sir, in the progress of the company. Once again, thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Velanka. The next speaker is Mr. Dinesh Bhatia.
हेलो, हाँ सर, मेरा आवाज सुनाई देता है?
हाँ जी, प्लीज गो अहेड.
बस तो सर, मैं आपको और आपका पूरा टीम को कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन कहूंगा कि जो आप लोग का जो वर्क है, आप लोग का जो पोलाइटनेस है, वो बहुत उच्च है. हमें बहुत खुशी होती है. आप तो ठीक, आपके सब मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर जो है, मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर और सब बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर है, सबको देख के हमें खुशी होती है. सब एक से बढ़ के एक है, इसके लिए क्या बोलना कोई कम पड़ जाए. तो हमें बहुत खुशी होती है कि टाटा ग्रुप ऐसे भी जो टाटा ग्रुप की कंपनी के डायरेक्टर है, उसकी जितनी कंपनियां हैं, हर एक कंपनी को हम देखते हैं कि टाटा इज टाटा एक्सेलेंट कंपनी. और हमें ये चीज का गर्व भी होता है कि हम ये टाटा ग्रुप की वोल्टास कंपनी के शेयर होल्डर है. आज 68 इयर्स हुआ है. बहुत अच्छी. मैं आपको, आपका पूरा टीम को कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन करता हूँ कि जो आपने 550% मीन्स 1 रुपये के शेयर के पीछे आपने 5 रुपया 50 पैसा डिविडेंड डिक्लेयर किया है. वो एक बहुत खुशी की बात है. बाकी हम ये भी देखते हैं कि पीयर ग्रुप की कंपनी जो है, हमारी कंपनी 1 रुपये का शेयर है, जिसका आज 991 भाव चलता है. और पीयर ग्रुप की जो ब्लू स्टार और दूसरी कंपनी है, 2 रुपये का शेयर है, उसका भी आज 900 रुपया 970 रुपया हमारे से कम भाव है. तो हमारा उससे तो डबल भाव है. वो दिखाता है कि हमारी कंपनी का क्या प्रोग्रेस है. बहुत एक्सेलेंट वर्क है. उसके लिए आपको के जो सेक्रेटरियल डिपार्टमेंट सेक्रेटरी है, उसके लिए तो मेरे आगे भी कई लोग ने बोला कि बहुत, जो मल्होत्रा जी जो है वाइस प्रेसिडेंट और कंपनी सेक्रेटरी, बहुत उसका सर्विस एक्सेलेंट है. उसका जवाब देने का भी आपके माफी की बहुत शांति से जवाब स्माइलिंग से जवाब दे देते हैं और हमें खुश कर देते हैं कि हमें सेटिस्फेक्शन होता है कि नहीं हमारा रिस्पेक्ट कर रहे हैं। वो मल्होत्रा जी है, उनके जो सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट के पूरे स्टाफ भी जो है हमें सामने से फोन करते हैं, आप जरूर मीटिंग में आना, इनवाइट करते हैं, जो शेयर होल्डर की भावना जानते हैं कि शेयर होल्डर क्या है। तो हमें मेरे आगे तो बाकी कई लोग कुछ बोल के गए, काफी सवाल पूछ के गए। मेरे को कोई आपके साथ सवाल तो कुछ है नहीं, मेरे को तो बस आपको विश करना था, विश किया, आपका पूरा डिपार्टमेंट को भी विश करना था। बहुत बढ़िया, हमें बहुत खुशी है, बस हमारी कंपनी ऐसे ही आगे तरक्की करती रहे। ऑल द बेस्ट।
Thank you.
थैंक यू।
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Bhatia. The final speaker is Mr. Bimal Kumar Agarwal.
So it appears Mr. Agarwal has not been able to join us today. But before we conclude the question session,
Yes.
we have been able to resolve the issue of one such speaker shareholder. So I would like to invite speaker number 13, Ms. Nisha Ganesh Shanoy.
Okay. Thank you. Ms. Shenoy, please.
Hello.
I think we're having problems again, moderator, with Ms. Shenoy.
Yes, so I think that appears to be the case. I think we can conclude the session.
Thank you very much. Sorry to for those speakers who couldn't, who had connectivity issues. I'm sure Mr. Malhotra and the managing director will be available to answer your questions. So now I'm going to attempt to answer everybody's questions. And if by chance I've missed something, please feel free to contact the managing director for a reply. The first speaker was Mr. Arun Kumar Bopanna. You asked about Voltas making products for global warming and to keep the green, to make sure that the environment is protected. So Voltas has replaced the R22 gas in its as a refrigerant with the R32 gas, which is in its energy efficient, and it also has energy efficient ACs, and it was the first company to come out with those ACs. You asked about the attrition rate. It's around 14%. You asked whether Voltas has got making any sanitizing equipment. The answer is no. You spoke about counseling being done to people due to COVID. Certainly, a lot of that is done, and we also debate in the company the issue of working from home and working from office, and we are that discussion continues as and when COVID levels go up and down. You spoke about the Chennai land. Yes, we have purchased 150 acres of land north of Chennai. We did make a investment in Tirupati, but in land around Tirupati. But unfortunately, we were not able to progress with that land, and we had to move to this Chennai property. And I believe construction will start very soon indeed on this, and I hope it will. Somebody asked how long. I hope within 12 to 24 months, the entire factory will be up and we should be in production latest within 24 months. You spoke about a disruptive price war. Indeed, this sector has got a lot of competition in this last year. We have new brands that have come in, wanting to take a share of this competition, and we are addressing this competitive environment as best we can. Do we use mobile technology and social media? Of course, we do as part of our marketing campaigns. The second speaker, Asha Lata Maheshwari, thank you for your good wishes. You didn't have any questions. Mr. Marathe was not able to connect. The fourth speaker was Mr. Manoj Kumar Gupta. You asked that we put our chairman's speech on the net. We will consider that. You spoke about Make in India. Indeed, the new factories that we're setting up, the investment of 1,000 crores, which is question you asked about our future plan on capex. It's approximately 1,000 crores at the moment, and this is for import substitution and to make more of the product in India. So we'll be manufacturing hopefully compressors and the entire air conditioner in India, and that will reduce the imports that we currently make. You suggested we appoint more C&F agents and distributors and give investors discount coupons. I'm sure the managing director will look into those suggestions. As far as Voltas schemes and festival periods, indeed, I'm sure we have several schemes running during these periods. The next speaker was Ms. H.S. Patel. Your suggestion of the difficulty in reading the annual report is noted. You would like darker colors. I'm sure Varun will attend to that next year round. You spoke of the inventory level. Several people have spoken about the inventory level, and I just want to tell shareholders the last 2 years have been rather difficult in maintaining inventory. You could be caught off guard if your inventory was too low because of the supply chain issues that we've had. There's no cause for concern on the inventory levels that we have. Nevertheless, it's better to be prudent to have the stock. We've seen that post-pandemic demand has suddenly picked up, and those who don't have stock will not be able to supply. So nothing to worry about our inventory levels. Transfer of general reserve, I think, was 20 crores, if I'm not mistaken, and not 200 crores that you mentioned. We take a note that you've had trouble in getting 2-ton ACs, which are not available. May I suggest that the next time round, Ms. Patel, you look at voltas.com and go on our site, where we have the largest range of ACs available. There are times when retailers select only certain models. We are unable to have all our models present in all the retail shops. So for that reason, we have our own e-commerce site, voltas.com, and there you'll be able to see all the models. Mr. Rangwala, we had a bad connection with Mr. Rangwala, so we couldn't hear the questions. Ms. Mascarenhas, 5,000. You mentioned 5,360 crores of orders. It's 2 to 3 years worth of orders. You said spoke about 23% market share, and that is in room air conditioners. You spoke about bottlenecks with regard to chips. I don't think it's been a major issue for us, but whatever problems we had, we managed to tide over those problems in a reasonable manner. You spoke about capex for the next 3 years, and I think it's for the next 2 years at least. We're looking at 1,000 crores, mainly into the new factories that we propose to put up. Mr. Mascarenhas, you asked whether we were trading with China. Indeed, we do trade with China. However, over the last year, the level of purchases have come down because of the supply chain issues that we've had, and we are purchasing more in the domestic market and are creating our own supply chains. The Ukraine has not had an effect on us per se, but it certainly has contributed to inflation, contributed to increasing in prices, in freight rates, and obviously that is going to have an effect on the costs of the company. You spoke about the problems you had in dematting your shares. Please do speak to Varun, and please contact Varun after this meeting, and I'm sure our team will be more than willing to help you demat your shares. The next speaker was Mr. Anil Parekh. You asked on page 109 about air cooler inventory. It is approximately 2 months worth of inventory, and no, we are not discontinuing air coolers. We are the number 2 brand in air coolers. Somebody asked who the number 1 brand is, and that's Symphony. You spoke about on page 111 installed capacity and utilization. We are nearly at full capacity in all our factories, and that's why we are looking at the expansions that we are doing. We're proposing over the next 2 years. You spoke about where products are available. Again, I would suggest please go and look at voltas.com, and you will see the entire range of products, including the Voltas Beko products, all available on voltas.com. You spoke on page 150 about a museum of art in Bangalore. We will put that suggestion to our CSR team, and I think our group chairman has already spoken on the issue of Agripath, and I think that's self-explanatory. The 9th speaker, Mr. Vinod Agarwal. You asked when will the plants come up. It will be, I think, physically up in 12 months, and within the following 12 months, the plants should be running. The equipment has already been ordered, and some of it is already on its way to India. You spoke about the print on the also to be done in deep black. We note your comments. You asked about how long raw material prices take to be passed on to consumers. Mr. Agarwal, we've tried to maintain our final prices as close as possible to what they were last year. We've had to pass on some price increases to the consumer, but we recognize the pain that consumers have been facing during these inflationary trends, and our aim is to try and keep those price increases to the minimum, and typically it takes about 6 months for us to transfer prices to consumers if we need to do so. Ms. Dakwe, you asked about the last bonus. I think one of the shareholders did mention it was 20 odd years ago. Unclaimed dividend, I'll get you the figure. The unclaimed dividend is 72 lakhs for the year 21-22. Mr. Gautam Tiwari, you asked who is number 1 in air coolers, and I already mentioned that is Symphony. You asked about product strategy in the days to come. We are in an extremely, as I mentioned already, we are in an extremely competitive environment in room ACs. We have all the major brands of the world in India with strong positions: LG, Samsung, Hitachi, Daikin, and so far we have managed to maintain our leadership in the market, and we intend to try and remain that way. The Sanand and Pantnagar, you asked capacity in Sanand In Pantnagar, it's 1.25 million ACs, and in Sanand, it's 1.2 million refrigerators. And I believe we've already reached a capacity of 1 million refrigerators in Sanand. You asked about an increase in market share. We would certainly love to have an increase in market share, and we'll do our best to do it. Ms. Lekha Shah, you asked about plans to open our own stores. We have opened an experience center in Prabhadevi. I would urge you, since you live in Bombay, to please go and have a look at that and tell us what you think of it. Varun can give you the address. We have opened 200 stores, which are primarily sell only our own product. And we will do much more in this area. Mr. Shinoy, we were unable to speak to you. Mr. Manjeet Singh, you spoke about climate change. Indeed, it is getting hotter. You spoke about chances of a buyback. Given the investment that we have to do in new production units, etc., this may be difficult in the near future. You spoke about a demerger, and indeed, if you look at our annual report, you will see that we are in the process of demerging our domestic projects business. This has been delayed due to novations, but we hope that will happen very soon. Indeed, it will happen in the next couple of weeks, I hope. Mr. Sarvajit Singh, there were no questions, but thank you for your good wishes. Mr. Aspi Besania, you asked about why the turnover was lower in the electromechanical segment. I think it's more because many companies held back capex spends over the last 2 years due to COVID, the uncertainties of the COVID situation. You asked about our unitary cooling prospects and market share, which is about 23.5%. And you asked about the life of Voltas ACs and refrigerators, and I believe that this is around 10 years. And this is corroborated by the Government of India e-waste rules. The next speaker was Mr. Bharat Shah and Mrs. Shah, Mrs. Smita Shah. Thank you for your good wishes and compliments to the Secretarial Department. We indeed hope that we can do a face-to-face, and we will plan for a face-to-face meeting next year. Obviously, that depends on what happens with COVID, which has disrupted it over the last 2 years. Mr. Mahesh Kumar Bupna, you spoke about competition. Indeed, I've already answered this question. It is indeed very strong. You spoke about an increase in share capital, and certainly we will do that when required, and obviously pass on your message to Tata Sons, the promoters. There is a borrowing of 126 crores. Our finance department will look at your proposal to how to reduce this. Indeed, you spoke about subsidiary company losses. Indeed, Voltas Beko has been the principal loss-making subsidiary, accounting for most of the losses in the consolidated accounts. I'd like to say that this is really in a startup phase. It's only the second year of full second year of operations. We're ramping up production. We're trying to get market share, and the losses are not unexpected in this ramp-up situation, which we need to do in order to get to a level of market share that we're proud of. Mr. Kirti Shah, indeed, you talk about the price having fallen, and indeed for many shares at the moment the price has fallen. This is the stock market, and this is the situation currently in the stock market. Ms. Beros Purdehi, You asked about our relationship with China. Yes, we have had supply chain problems, and we have reduced our purchases from China and moved to more purchases from India. You asked about new products. Again, I would request you to please go to voltas.com, where you'll see the entire range of products that we do, both Voltas as well as Voltas Beko. Finally, Mr. Prasad Velanka, it was very, very difficult to hear you, Mr. Velanka. You spoke about a problem of a colleague. I would request you after the meeting or next week to please contact the managing director who will look into it. I think with that, I've answered all the questions. In case your questions have remained unanswered, as I said, you can please request the company secretary or the secretarial team, and they will respond at the earliest. I now authorize the company secretary to conduct the voting procedure and conclude the meeting. Messrs. NL Bhatia and Associates, practicing company secretaries, have been appointed as scrutinizer for this meeting. I also authorize the company secretary to accept, acknowledge, and countersign the scrutinizer's report and declare the consolidated voting results on receipt of the scrutinizer's report. The e-voting facility will remain open for the next 15 minutes to enable shareholders to cast their votes. The results will be announced within 2 working days of the conclusion of this meeting, and the same would be intimated to the stock exchanges thereafter. I would like to thank all the shareholders for attending this meeting and for their continued support to the company. With your consent, I and the other board members would now like to leave the meeting. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.
Good evening. The e-voting facility was kept open for 15 minutes as mentioned by the chairman. We now close the e-voting. The requisite quorum was present throughout the meeting. Results of the annual general meeting will be announced by the company on or before 28 June 2022. With this, I declare the meeting as concluded. Thank you.